I love the concept of Ipsy. I really do. It's your opportunity to try a variety of high end makeup, skincare, body care, fragrance at a fraction of the price. You even get items that are personalized for you. You take a fairly lengthy quiz so that Ipsy is sending you products that are going to be the right color, the right fragrance, the right formula for your skin type, etc. And they are usually spot on. The drawback is that sometimes you get products that you just really don't need, or you try them and you really don't care for them. And I don't know about you, but I have often thought, I wish I could choose all five of the products. You do have an opportunity to specify which ones you would like or the ones that you would prefer, but sometimes they're sold out. Sometimes you miss the window so that you don't get to choose them. And so then they're sending you five products that you may or may not need. It's a great, great program. It really is. And if you are in need of a variety of things, it's a wonderful way for you to try different brands before you decide on what you want to become loyal to. However, the last few that I have gotten have been, great brands, great products, but just like I said, either I didn't need them or they just weren't quite right for me. And so I pretty much gave it all away. That's fine. I like to be benevolent. But all of a sudden, I had sort of what I call a heavy revy, like a revelation that I thought, what if I took the amount that I'm spending on a beauty box, that $35, and I went to their deep discount section on the Ipsy website and I picked out five products for a total of $35. I'm choosing all five of them. You see what I'm saying? If you're not sure what I'm talking about, let's take a quick trip to the Ipsy website. So on Ipsy, even if you do not have a membership, you can shop their dream deals, their deep discounts. They call it all different things. These are like such crazy good deals and hundreds and hundreds of products to choose from. So if you need a mascara, you could just type in the search bar mascara and you're going to see everything that is available at that time. So let's see, we'll just do that real quick. Sometimes the brands are not familiar to me yet, and sometimes they are very familiar, the brands that I've been wanting to try. So it's just such a cool opportunity to try products at its very deep discount. So, like I said, I challenged myself to find five products that were around the $35 mark. And so I chose a foundation, lipstick, a beautiful full size, these are all full size, eyeshadow palette, brows, and concealer. Subtotal $34. The full retail value of these five items is $185. So I'm Michelle Fox. I'm a beauty blogger. In particular, I like to work with women in their 50s, 60s, 70s, beyond, because I can really relate to the changes and the challenges that happen during and after menopause. Makeup application is a whole new ball game. Skincare needs are completely different. And so we kind of learn and grow together. And I also love to introduce you to brands that I respect and that I use faithfully. So these are actually all brands that are new to me. Certainly not some that I haven't heard of. I've heard of all of them, but I had not yet tried them. So we're going to start with the Cover FX Power Play Foundation. I got this to try because I wanted to just try to find a new full coverage foundation. I love the foundation that I'm currently using, but I do feel like throughout the day it starts to wear. And so I thought, is there such a thing as a full coverage foundation that lasts all day, covers all my issues, and still has that glowy, luminous effect? Well, I did see some things that I love about this, but let's chat, okay? So this is shade L2, which is light number 2. I am like a deep ivory light beige, and so I thought this was going to be right for me. It ended up being way too light, okay? Like significantly too light. But that's really irrelevant. That was my fault. The first thing that I noticed, I love the packaging, but you have to shake it really well for quite a while. It really separates, and I wasn't sure how I felt about that. The foundation that I use, does not have that going on at all. But it's because this is a thinner consistency. This is a true liquid foundation. It's not a cream, and so it comes out. It's quite thin. Took me a minute to figure out how to open it, but you twist it, and then there's a small dispenser. I applied it using a foundation brush, and I really was impressed and amazed at the coverage. It was not the right color for me, and it was a matte coverage, and I thought I would really, really like that, but I did kind of miss that luminous glow of the foundation that I'm used to. But as far as was it a great full coverage foundation, yes, it really, really was. And so let me show you the deal that I got on that. I'm all about the deal. Power Play Foundation. It is normally $44, and they have some on their website, the Cover FX website, marked down to $10. I only paid $6 for it on Ipsy. But as you can see, there are all different shades. I really should have jumped up to medium instead of using light, but lots of shades to choose from. So you could try this either through the Ipsy website or the Cover FX website and get it for a really great price. Then I moved on to Alleyoop Game Face Concealer. It's called Second Skin Concealer. And I love purple, so I, of course, love the packaging. It has a really nice kind of a fat, sponge tip application there, the applicator. This was a good match for me. So let's see what was the color called? It is called Winner. Their colors are kind of funny, so they have names. Let's go to their website real quick. All right, so there's like brilliant, standout, all-star, winner, go-getter, MVP, this kind of stuff. So I chose Winner, and it was a really good choice for me. Normally it is $26, and I got it for $5. Okay, so again, really good, really, really good deal. So I tried this. It was a great. Ooh, look at this! I just figured this out. All right, so you unscrew it, and here's this. But then at the tippy top, this pulls off. Hold on. And then there's like a sponge to blend it with. I didn't know that. Fun. That's even cooler. All right. Anyway, so I chose a good color for me. That's great. Kind of beside the point, though. Was it a good product? It covered very thoroughly. It really, really did. And it blended quickly and easily, and it dried. It absorbed like super fast. The only thing that I was like not loving, and it might be a me issue, not a them issue, is that I felt like underneath my eyes that I looked kind of dry afterward. And I had put on eye cream. So sometimes I have to try something 2 or 3 or 4 times before I really get the hang of it. So I'm not going to say that this was a bad call. I didn't like this particular application my first time applying it, but I'm going to give it another chance. This gets really high reviews across the board, so it's worth giving it another chance. Okay, so this would have cost $26. I got it for $5 on that Ipsy sale cart. All right, this one, it's my favorite. Okay, I'm a sucker for an eyeshadow palette. This is Iconic London. So here is this limited edition eye palette. So let's see, 4 times 5, 20 different shades in here. It's a combination of matte, metallic, and shimmer. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. It is called Treat Yourself. They are considered pastels, which I was like, are they really pastel? Because they look kind of dark, but they go on very light and sheer, and they are so pretty. Oh my goodness. I love that there were plenty of matte shades in there. So I did just some very simple matte shades on my lid and under my brow, crease, outer corner, and then I put some shimmer right in the middle of my mobile lid. Very easy to blend. Just so many fun colors. I can't wait to work with this even more. And you're not going to believe what I paid for this. me just show you how much it is on their website. So Iconic London, I don't know how often they come up with different palettes. Whoops. But these 20 shadow palettes are normally $62, okay? And the few that are available right now, Thriving and Shining, Day to Slay. Let's see if there's any more. Nope, that's it. So the one that I tried, it was either discontinued or limited edition. I'm guessing it was limited edition, but it was also $62 originally, just like these others. And I got it for $8. That alone was worth the $35 that I invested. Honestly, this is really, really pretty. I will use it. I liked it a lot. Just such fun colors, so many options. The shades that I tried were Vanilla Baby, Taffy, and Berry Sundae. And then for my shimmer, I used Pink Lemonade. But this is gorgeous. Iconic London, very reputable brand. So what a deal. Like that, like I said, that was worth the whole shooting match. So next I needed a new brow. And so this is Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz Skinny Brow Pencil. This is award winning. All right. So let's take a look at their website. So here it is. Whoops. Anastasia Beverly Hills. Their Brow Wiz liner is an award winner. It is Reader's Choice Cosmopolitan Beauty Award, and it is normally $26. And I paid $5 for it. And this actually had like a nice selection, like a lot of options. And I chose taupe because if I ever make a mistake with color, with brow, I go too dark, and I don't like it to be too dark. So I have already applied it. And anytime that something is an award winner and I don't love it immediately, I just assume user error. So this, has a really skinny tip, and I have it on my brows. It was just such a different consistency that, again, I'm going to need to use it a couple times because the brow pencils that I typically use are a little bit waxy, for lack of a better word, and so they deposit. It seemed like they deposit more color at a time, and so this one is not waxy at all. It's very powdery, and so I kept having to go over it to get the color payoff that I was looking for. And so don't think I didn't quite perfect first time around. But like I said, if you're looking for something that's really powdery as opposed to waxy, you'll love it. And then it does have this spoolie on the end so that you can clean it up and tame your brows. So maybe I went too light. That might be part of the problem. I'm going to try it again, but I don't regret getting it because it's an award winner. So like I said, I just need to give it another chance, and I will, probably end up loving it. Maybe next time I would go a little bit darker. So that was Anastasia Beverly Hills. Okay. So this was a bit of a heartbreaker for me. This is Natasha Denona I Need a Rose lipstick, voluptuous, creamy, hydrating lip color. So much to love about this, okay? Their lipstick is normally $27. I got it for 10. I knew I was taking a risk because, it was a very light rose color, and it ended up being a miss for me as far as the color. It was way too light for me. However, so many things to love, okay? First of all, love, love, love this packaging. This right here is an indicator of the color. So I love that because if you're like me, I can't ever read what's on the bottom. So anything that can give me a heads up is much appreciated. It just is so classy and elegant. It is so creamy. It is so creamy and luxurious. Like it felt so, so, so good on my lips. Where should I go? I guess I can go here. Like it felt so wonderful on my lips, but it was a terrible color on me. All right, I'll show you. I had to take it off. I was like, ugh, this is not a good color for me. But I cannot stress it enough. I loved the feel of it. It has like a slight vanilla scent, which is fine with me. It is so creamy. So, so creamy. I know I'm like a broken record, but it just feels fantastic. But obviously, this is not a good color for me. It's like, I think this is even lighter than my natural lip. And you never want to do that. Okay. So this was not the right color, but it is my privilege to have tried this lipstick for $10. And I know I can find somebody to bless it, to bless with it. So, that one, I probably will not use unless I might be able to layer that lipstick on top of a darker lipstick. That's a possibility. 5 full size, name brand, high end makeup products, retail value $185. I tried them for 35. Let's see which ones I will keep and continue using. For sure, the iconic London palette. So gorgeous. And in my opinion, you can never have too many eyeshadow palettes. So that it retails for 62. So even the 35 that I paid for all of these, it's worth it with this eye palette right here. This Cover FX, if I had chosen a little deeper, I would definitely keep using it. I will probably have to gift this. The concealer, Alleyoop Game Face Second Skin Concealer. I will keep using this. I may need to add a little extra moisturizer under my eyes. But again, that might have just been user error. So I'm going to keep trying. So 1, I have to give away, not because I didn't love it, but because I chose the wrong color. 2, I'm still keeping. The Brow Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. I will keep trying to see if I just need a different application technique. If I were to reorder it, I would probably go darker. So it's possible I will be giving this to someone else, but I'm holding on to it for now. And then sadly, the Natasha Denona is way too light. This is going to someone else for sure, but I loved the feel, the look, the packaging, all of it. And so now I know that I can recommend Natasha Denona lipstick. Okay. So still a benefit for me. So of the 5, 3 that I will be using for sure, 2 that I will probably be gifting. Was it worth $35? I'm going to say yes, it was. The last couple beauty boxes that I got, I literally gave away all of the products, which isn't a problem. I like to be able to do that. But all 5, both times, 10 products I gave away. This time I chose these 5 products for $35. 3 of them I'm keeping, and they are worth just those 3. All right, let's figure that out. So I got $114 worth of products for $35, and then I'm gifting another, probably $50 to some lucky person in my life. That Ipsy sales section is such a gem. So if you haven't ever shopped there, today's the day. I would love to know if you have an Ipsy subscription, what your thoughts are on it. Like I said, there is the glam bag, there's a beauty box, and then there's another one. It's like an icon something or other. But, lots of options. But don't forget that there's that sales section that you can shop anytime and just get such incredible, incredible deals. I would love for you to try this and let me know what you think, how it worked out for you. And if you think it's a better idea than letting Ipsy choose your products. Thanks so much for watching. If you would take a quick moment and subscribe to Michelle Fox Beauty on YouTube, I would appreciate that so much. So I had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. I look forward to chatting again, and we will have another topic that is especially red hot for those of us over 50 when it comes to our beauty and skincare. I'll see you then.